evening and night, and so on and so forth. My dear, I'm not. Let us wait for more people. I'm not pretty satisfied with the work of the blue big button, because actually, if you speak about the work of it, of course, I did join to the session earlier. Yes, and everything was great. Sound was in working process. Video I also can have an opportunity to turn on. Screen sharing checked, and so on and so forth. But sometime later, it was a notification that you have no opportunity to turn your sound on. I was shocked, and then after that they said they sent me a notification. Sorry, you have some problems with a big blue button. And actually, I had the situation. I have the 5th class today, and I was sad because of the situation that we were working. Everything was fine. We could hear each other. We could join. We could share the screens, the students could share screens, and so on and so forth. And one amazing moment actually when it was the right time to report one group, Big Blue Button decided just stop working at all. No sound, no video, no screen sharing. We couldn't hear each other, and so on and so forth. So my suggestion is to work in Google Meet. Any objections, rejections? What will you tell me about that? Because
we have worked in Google Meet before, and it's good. So I think no any objections would be.
Okay.
I'm very sorry. Why can't we work in Zoom?
Because why can't we work in the Zoom? Very easy, Dmitry. Because if you know that teachers have a version that allows to work only 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, we have to re-enter again. When we re-enter again, half of my students disappears, vanish, and so on and so forth. If you speak about working in such platforms as Google Meet, yes, I can actually follow the situation, who left the for example, Vanderenko Alexander left the meeting, yeah, then join again, and so on and so forth. I can follow the process. So Zoom I don't like by this reason that it's hard when I said, please, when we will be out of the time, please re-enter again. And then the second half, I'm trying to put together my students. For me, it's not comfortable, and I think that for you too. To pay for the professional version, sorry, I don't want to. If we have some other variants, it is better to use it. So that's my point of view. I hope that you did understand, and did maybe someone agreed, someone will reject or object my decision, but that is my point of view. That is my vision. That is more about the convenience.
Are we going to relocate to Google Meet for permanent reasons? I mean, for permanent time?
I think yes. I will create. I will create. I will create one link. One link. Not my colleague said that I need to send to create those meetings every time. That is not true because we have a calendar where we have a plan where we can plan our meetings every what day is today. Every Wednesday, yes, the time we know, and actually you will have one constant link to this meeting. So, there will not be a need to send me to my students every single every single lesson new links. Is everything clear? Meeting.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome. So my favorite part, that is once again, good morning to everyone. I hope that you are all in a good mood, maybe a little bit sleepy because of the weather, but me too. We are together in one boat. So let us check the present people, and the first list that I have here, that is the list of the group IPED 92. So Antipenko, Artem. Then Bogaychuk Yuri.
I'm present.
Okay, that's good. Then Boyko Elizaveta.
I'm present.
That's great. Then, так, Бондаренко Дмитрий, I hope that you are still with us.
Present.
Василенко Олександр. Irino, dear leader of the group, we have some difficulties with a big button. It works not the way I wish that because actually I wish that we decided to change the platform. It's gonna be Google Meet. I will create one link, one constant link, and I will send to the groups. Okay, Irina, because you were waiting.
Yes, I heard.
Then Voloshin Alexei. Then Gelun Denis.
Present.
Okay, that's great. That's amazing. Grinnek Valentina.
Present.
That's great. Darlis Andrei.
Present.
Great. Ищенко Alexander. Irina, I hope that you're still with us. Kravchenko Dmitro.
Present.
Great. Krutsko Roman.
Present.
Good. Kosharenko Artem.
Present.
Great. Mikhailov Pavlo.
I'm present.
That's good. Mikhalchuk Eleonora.
I'm present.
Great. Патриковець або Патриковець?
Патриковець.
Патриковець. First version was the right one. Thank you. Пророкова Юлія. Okay. Then Рафалюк Роман. Then Русановський Дмитро.
Present.
Great. Then Рябко Олександр. I hope that Tatar Mikola is still here. He's too late.
I'm sorry. Did you check Alexander Yapko?
No, I didn't mark because I didn't get the answer from Alexander.
I have a very bad connection, so sorry if I didn't hear you.
Oh, no problem. No, there is nothing. Please don't say that you are sorry. Sorry, we say when we do some bad things. I hope that we didn't do bad things to each other. So please, there is nothing to say sorry about. Okay. So, Schenfeld Valentin.
I'm here.
Great. Schmidt Valery.
It's me.
It's you, it's great. Then Шуляк Борис. Щербаков Антон.
I am present.
That's great. Шур Антон, I'm sorry. Яцевський Олександр. Семенов Вадим. So, IP93. Так, секунда. Василиненко Никита.
I'm here.
Great. Воловик Роман.
Present.
Good. Воловик Руслан.
Present.
Great. Говоруха Максим.
I am present.
Окей. Горбунова Елизавета.
I'm here.
That's nice. Гребенко Єгор.
I'm present.
Okay, thank you. Then Дмитренко Роман.
Here.
Present. Great. Дмитрієв Дмитро.
Here.
So serious. Домінський Валентин.
Present.
Okay. Завальнюк Максим.
I'm present.
Great. Заводовська Єлизавета.
I'm present.
Great. Стелькін Марк.
Present.
Great. Марченко Максим.
Present.
Good. Мусій Іван. Пальчик Микола. Wait,
Maybe you mean Maxim? Yeah, I'm present.
Yes. Ржицький Максим. Синишин Василь. Січкар Тетяна. You're with us, that's great. Столяр Олексій.
Present.
Стронов Іван. Суханова Марія. Тренпач Анастасія.
Present.
Present.
Can you unmute yourself? Sorry.
That's fine.
Once again, Dmitry, are you with us?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great. Shapoval. Yes, please speak. Any questions? Shapoval Lev. Urtuglur Sena. And Uzulu Gamzanur. То я поки олівчиком так собі проведу, потім розберуся. Все. Да, тобто все, покинули. Да? Тетяна, дякую. I promised you, yes, because we have numerous amount. First of all, I would like to ask you when we will be, if we will not be out of the time, but if we will be out of the time, please re-enter to the same session with the same identifier and access code again, okay? If Zoom will give us an opportunity to work without any interruptions, without time limits, that's great. So thank you, Zoom, for that. Then, as I promised you that for those who were out of the time, previous class will have an opportunity to report on the home assignment. You might remember that was from the course book. The home assignment was from the course book Information Technology. Do you remember that? Yes, it was exercise 7. Yeah.
Yes.
Am I right? Do we have someone who will speak today on this assignment or not? Let us actually identify this first of all, not to waste our time. Let me know whether we have someone who had prepared his the group's home assignment. You might remember that actually here it is. Here we go.
Yes, we're prepared.
So do you need do you need screen sharing? Once again,
No, we don't.
Can you tell me who will speak now?
Yes, our group going to speak about computers in the military sphere. It is Bogaychuk Yuri.
Great,
and,
thank you.
And Андрій Дерлиця.
Дерлиця, і він мене не виправляє. Його Дерлиця, він Дерлиця.
Дерлиця і Крутько Роман.
And Крутько Роман. So, my dear, have the floor.
Okay, start. Computers in the military have been adapted to do tasks such as analyzing intelligence, organizing prudent data for military leaders, and geospatial analysis, controlling smart weapons or communications. The computers in the military are now used in countless ways for countless tasks, providing their importance. They provide a direct networks of communication between various parties within the military. The communications are the most important aspect because it paramount in the military as it can speed up the processes and allow make decisions more correctly. Administratively, computers play important role in tracking the salaries, tracking the meal plan, preparing the schedules for training and other important events for the soldiers and their units. Also, the field of computerization of the army allows to develop computers weapons that reduce civilian casualties and improve military support. The rise in the development of the computers via the military came with development of new weaponry and equipment such as guided missiles, which need the computers to aim at the target. Another main development was the global position system, or the GPS. The use of GPS and satellites allow for accurate determine the location on Earth, missile guidance, coordinations of troops. It is important that soldiers be able to use such technology. There are a lot of advantages of having computer in military sphere. It is easy to say that they make the military more advanced. They speed up the lines of communications, allow the military leaders to gain quicker knowledge of what is happening around them, and then communicate to the other leaders. So the essential data can be disseminated quicker. They offer the military leaders more correct and exact data that they need. So in general, the military leaders can make more informated decisions. The computers help to witness what is happening now with current and developing technologies such as more autonomous drones or smaller devices that soldier can use.
Okay.
No worries, I'm here. So
Can you hear? Okay. The most prevalent application of computers in military is drone technology, and drones now have many functions ranging from monitoring climate changes to carrying out search operations after natural disasters, photography, filming, and delivering goods. But the most well-known and controversial use is by the military for targeted attacks. Not many people know that drones were first used as targets for fighters and anti-craft guns in World War II.
the second world,
the second World War. And just imagine that it was a perfect weapon against any army, as it doesn't involve any losses in human resources, and also it reduces the weight of aircraft, and they could fly on higher altitudes. Another advantage of it is that it can be controlled from one person sitting in front of a computer 1,000 miles away from the drone. And last thing I would like to tell you is that if you want to buy a drone, the best option available on the market now is DJI Phantom. That's it.
Okay, the next speaker should be
Roman. Can you hear me?
Roman, yes, we can.
As well, I would like to tell you about the very important part of the trainings of the soldiers, particularly the trainings of the pilots. And the important thing is computer simulation. Probably everybody have seen the simulator of the cockpit of the plane, in which students can train and start their virtual flights without any harm in their health. This computer simulation was born a long time ago, nearly the same time as the computer games. But actually, like it was not taken by the military at the same time. So it should be some time before they realized it can be used in such a way. And it definitely reduced the number of deaths when training pilots. As I said, there is no harm. Even if you made something wrong, you have the second chance, even the third and the fourth. That's why it's the best way to train new pilots. As well, I would like to tell you about the communication, which is the main part of the of all missions and a very important part. It's not just the common comments. It's like everything: messages, orders, plans of the, tactics, the strategies. It's very important. They use mainly the 5G technology, Wi-Fi. They encrypt codes. They have their own portable encryption machines in order for no one to take these messages and reveal all their plans. So it's also very important because provides the security within the mission. Like to conclude, I would like to say that without any computers, the military sphere would be the same as it was more than 50 years ago. But actually, even at this time, they had very primitive computers which made some tasks. And definitely there's the Cold War nowadays, and there's struggling between each other by making better and better computers, smaller, more fast, and other faster. Other things that's very important, and like it definitely reduces the human impact on some tasks, because we all know that we are not computers, and computers are the computers. Well, probably the army computers are not are like, they do not tend to make faults, because it would be very critical. That's why they use them to calculate everything, which is the meta of the today's military service. That's all from our side.
Okay, thank you. So who would like to continue? Let us identify how many speakers do we have for today, because we can't stuck only on one topic. Will we hear somebody from IP93 group? Will we hear someone from the group IP92?
Yes, we have one group.
So let's go. That are going to be surnames, please. IP92. So one group, surnames.
I am sorry. You said about group IT 92, and I mentioned our group.
Now I'm speaking about do we have more groups? Triads, yes, groups of 3 from the groups IP92 or IP93 who will report on our previous classes home assignment. Will we hear somebody else, or we can move to another point?
If there is no one from the IP 93, I think our group can report.
So can you tell me the surnames then?
Kucherenko and Kravchenko.
You're wasting just wasting time by this talk.
Sorry, I just was mistaken.
Kravchenko and Kucherenko. Have the floor, please.
Yes. We are going to tell you about usage of computers and modern technology in such modern sphere like interior design. Every person wants to live in a comfortable place, but each person has his or her own choice of interior design style. Today, computer technology has made it possible for designers to create outstanding and artistic designs through software. In fact, designers can come up with as many realistic designs for any given space to provide clients with as many options as possible. various 3D design software like Autodesk 3D Space and Sweet Home 3D makes interior designing a lot easier than ever before. With a few clicks of the mouse button, a computer user can turn any conceptualized design into viewable and navigatable model. Though it may sound easy, but it requires creativity, design experience, and a lot of learning. Computers today are designed to perfectly fit their modern home. In fact, you can use these gadgets to enhance your home interior by placing them at certain locations of the house. You can have one at your bedside, especially if you want to have privacy whenever you get online. If you work online, you can place a work computer at the living room, study room, or any other room uh, you feel good for concentration. Thanks to wireless technology, you can connect a computer to a flat screen television and use wireless keyboard and a mouse and a few feet away from the screen. Now you can operate the computer at a more comfortable distance. Wireless technology makes homes look neat and clean because it lessens the use of cables. Place tablets, smartphones, and other mobile gadgets at designed areas. In fact, you can display all of your mobile devices in one corner. This makes the gadgets look like pieces of home decor and give you better access to them whenever you need them as well. Remember that organizing your electronic gadgets makes it easier to find anything you need when you need them. This is also true with the remote controls, gaming consoles, and other gadget stuff.
Entertainment is usually a must in many modern homes. Thanks to flat screen technology, interior design becomes easier. Television screens can easily fit on corners and even be mounted on walls. Speakers can be mounted on various sides of the wall to create the 3D sound effect, or simply placed on top of cabinets or other types of furniture. A wall entertainment set can be installed in the living room to provide entertainment for the family and visitors. However, an entire room can be dedicated for entertainment purposes. Entertainment sets can also be used to enhance the interior design of boring bedrooms to make them look more appealing. Aside from the usual home decor, like painting, fancy furniture, and the like, mounting TV screens and speaker sets add additional contrast. Lastly, lighting is very important aspect of interior design. When placed at a retrospective position, lighting can be enhanced the appearance of home decor, furniture, art, electronic gadgets, and the like. Thankfully, modern designers can easily create computer simulations to experiment with different combinations of lighting. There are different types of lighting fixture you can use in your modern home. You can use dimmer switches to control the intensity of light that each fixture emits. Lighting can also be switched on and off automatically or controlled using a remote. With 3D computer technology, designer can experiment with specific types of lighting to determine with lighting combination work for your home. Modern technology really provides modern homes with various enhancements. Computer, television screen, speakers, mobile devices, lighting, and the like can add a variety of interior design. Unlike some types of home decor, they have other more useful functions. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your reports. And if I'm not mistaken, we have one more group, Mikhailov, Tatarin, and Shenfeld Valentin. Are you ready to be the final group for today or not?
No, we aren't ready. We didn't prepare for today.
So once again, Mikhailov, not ready, yes? Tatarin Mikola, the same situation, not ready. You decided not to do, not to prepare this home assignment. Yes. Did I understand you clearly?
Yes,
yeah?
I said earlier.
Then once again, that is your choice, but you might remember that consequences will be at the end of the semester and of the year. Yeah, so the very first consequence that you might meet, that is attestation. So, my dear, not to waste our time, we have less than 2 minutes. My suggestion is to re-enter to the conference and continue our work. Accepted?
Yes. Of course.
So, others I will join in the process. So, my dear, thank you once again for your reports. And let's continue. Actually, let us move on to another stage. Yes, we will work today with the course book with the title English for Presentations. And the very first unit, as far as you may see on the title, let's get started. Yes, and usually we have such starters, leading activity, warm-up activity, whatever, to switch to wake up, just to wake up, to shake up, and actually to switch our brains into the subject. So as a starter, you may see that we have 5 questions that I would like you to not discuss in pairs. Let us transform it individual work, because I would like to give you an opportunity to practice your speaking. Yes, and actually, if you have something that you wish to say, let me ask you to do like this, to raise your hand for me to see who wish to give his or her brilliant answer. Is everything clear? Yes?
Yes.
That's nice. So now I need to go back to turn the course book back, and we have 5 questions which are under discussion. How often do you give presentations in a job, in educational process? I can see that we have a raised hand of Palchik Maxim, but I didn't catch whether that's a training staff or
No, it's not training. It's not training. I'm ready to answer.
You would like to answer? That's nice of you. Welcome. Have the floor. Yes, I can see you raised hands. That's great. That's great. So, welcome. Have the floor.
So I'm not working at the moment, but if I would work like a manager of IT projects, for example, I believe we would present some new features every month or every week to managers, higher managers maybe, or to other employees, or present new ideas to implement in our project. I believe that would be the main part of my job. So it's really depends where you're working. So if I'm like engineer working with paper and doing some math, I won't present a lot of stuff. But if I'm like CEO of some project, I would be. And if I'm, for example, HR manager of some company, I would also present some new instructions for my employees, so they would be on a wave of new changes in the company. So something like this.
Okay, thank you, Maxim. The next speaker that is going to be Dmitry Bondarenko. You're welcome. Have the floor.
So for right now, in my job, we have like 2 presentations a day because we're working like in Scrum. First presentation is like our internal presentation, and the second one is like every single projects like dividing together and discussing like what we should do, what we have done, and something like what happened, why you cannot do such task, where is there any like stoppers in the task, or something like so. And also we have, because it is Scrum, we have such activities like Scrum sprint planning, where we discussing what task should we choose for, like
should we
choose them for 2 weeks. Also we have backlog grooming, where we discussing tasks for the next sprint, and we have around 2 to 3 presentations a day.
Very productive. That's nice. Okay, yeah. So thank you, Dmitry. The next speaker that is going to be Maxim Marchenko. Have the floor, please, Maxim. Have the floor.
Yes. So I do not work right now, but As for me, presentations are a way of organizing some information in the most efficient way. So they are pretty crucial to get others to know what we already know and to share something we've found. So presentations are not like those big documents which we have to read and sleep during reading, but it is something sharp enough to be interested during all the presentation. So it has to be shorter than, as for me, 20 minutes, and it has to contain as lot of as much of information as we can possibly fit in.
Okay, we will discuss it later. So thank you for your ideas. Then Nikita Vasilenko, you're welcome. Have the floor.
As for me, I don't work for now, but in our education, we have one or more humanitarian subjects in each semester, or even more subjects. And as usual, we have an option to prepare a presentation to get extra points. And as for me, I don't like to prepare presentations because I'm too lazy for this, and I prefer to tell something on my own. So I try to avoid presentation if it's possible. So not very often.
Okay, thank you. Then the next speaker, according to our wish list, according to our raised hands, Zegelman Mark. Mark, have the floor. What are your ideas? Please share with us.
Okay, I have got a part-time job where I have to explain some material to the children, and it becomes much easier using presentations. But as Nikita, I also don't like to do them, but I have to do at least once a week.
Okay. Then the next speaker with the raised hand, then Shevakov Anton. Welcome, Anton. Have the floor.
Yes, thank you. I'm not working now too, but as a student, I really quite often do presentations. For me, presentation is not only slides in PowerPoint, it's presenting my work to somebody. For example, if we work in groups, there are often two stages of presentations. The first step is presenting my part of work to other members of the team, and the second part is about presenting our combined work to the teacher. I really like doing it because I feel that every presentation from one to another, I improve my presentation skills.
That's right. That is very also important. That's right. Thank you, my dear. So, according to a wish list, welcome. Have the floor.
Number 4.
Doesn't matter. We are speaking, we're
Okay.
sharing our
Okay.
opinion, ideas, any question you may choose. Actually,
Okay. I am working, and we have a presentation every morning. We show features that we implemented yesterday or the day before yesterday, and we do presentation for our clients one time in 2 weeks. And also we can make scrums during the day. So that's why we do presentation in several days, and we usually do it in English with clients and in Ukrainian with colleagues. And I feel well about presenting in English. It's really interesting, and it gives you an experience of talking with native speakers.
Great, thank you. Thank you. Then the next speaker, that is Elizaveta, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. Elizaveta, share your experience, ideas. Actually, feel free. On the screen, actually, we have 5 questions. That is up to you. You may join them together into one. You may choose any of these questions. The only thing I want you to speak, yes, to practice your speaking. So you may choose any question from here. You may join questions together. Just, I can't ask you to speak on. Elizaveta, are you ready to have the floor?
Yes, I'm ready. I don't give presentations much, but I really like doing it because I think making presentations means studying the subject and restudying it. So you like, if you do presentation on some subject, that means you will know it better. And it's really interesting to let other people see and study something that you've done yourself. And I think it's pretty cool. I gave my last presentation in English the week before. So it was very interesting for me, and I really like doing it. It's not hard at all, but I like making presentations colorful, without much text, but with lots of pictures.
Because you might remember, do you know that once again, one more question for 2 groups. Do you know the rule of 6? Can I have the feedback? So the rule of 6 says that each slide should contain no more than 6 objects on each slide. It might mean picture and words, yes? In your case, because you need to give more information, in your case, you might, the structure might be the next. No more than 6 lines in each slide and no more than 6 words in each line. That is the rule of 6. Of course, we might remember that we need to begin with the title slide. Yes, it's the topic. Yes, and maybe some the names of the speakers. Then we call it an action plan. That might mean you will announce your audience. Yes, what are the points will be covered by you during your speech. And then here we go. Actually, according to your speech, you might follow this rule of 6. You prepare the presentation. The amount of the slides depends on how much time you need to be a speaker. Yes, everything depends on the customer, for example. Yes, the organizer is speaking about professional event and so on and so forth. And you might remember that no more than 6 slides. If you it's more about the academic integrity, yes. You might, if you use some resources, yes, or if you wish to share some interesting links, resources, you may create, yes, I call it pre-final slide, yes, with the with the title, references, and the links, yes, and to show, so you may easily follow the links, use this to read these books, and so on, as to read the articles of these authors, and then the next slide, that is up to you, yes, whether to give you contact information. That is depends on which way you would like to hear the questions from the audience. If it's better for you to be interrupted during your speech, that is up to you. Whether you would like to have a Q&A session, question answer session after your speech, you have to announce about that, or you may just send them into your email and give your contact information and say all your questions. I am waiting on your email. My email you will see right on the screen, and so on and so forth. And actually, final slide is as usual. Yes, we put their information like thank you for listening, or thank you for attention, or thank you for participation, and so on and so forth. Depends on, yes. So I hope that you did catch that rule of 6, and it was actually the structure of the presentation, how it should be. Yes, title slide with the topic and the speaker or speakers, depends on, and actually some action plan. And as it was announced before, I hope that I could be useful for you with this information. But we need to move on, and next speaker we have Maxim Gavarucha. Welcome, have the floor.
Okay, thanks.
Maxim.
Are you hearing?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, we can.
I don't have a job yet, but a lot of study presentation going on right now. So I often prepare presentations on my own or in pairs with my classmates on different subjects, and we use quite different formats. For example, we can prepare sliders or video, or show some screen demonstration, how we live code or something like that. Also, presentation help us do team projects. For example, when we do a team lab work, one of team members can use the presentation to show us how to do a command in command line, for example.
Maxim, thank you for your, so every idea is unique and actually and right, and I can't ask you to be attentive and to catch these ideas, because they are very assistive and helpful. So I'm pleased that ladies also have joined us. Tatiana, have the floor. What is your opinion? Yes. Okay, thank you. The next speaker, if I'm not mistaken, that is Sherbakov Anton once again. Yes?
Oh no, I am sorry, I don't want.
That's bad that you don't want. Why did you raise your hand? Dmitry Bondarenko, do you have some more information to add?
Yeah, I want to talk about 4. So right now, because lots of this is like international project, we all given our presentations in English. So each our presentation is situated in English, and I do not find any like problems to speak in this language.
That's great. That's great. That is very important to. You will be surprised, but I'm not a public speaker. You know, actually, to hold classes, yes, you might be a public speaker, but I'm not. So maybe as strange it might be it might seem, but I'm not a public speaker at all. Dmitry, welcome, have the floor. What are your ideas?
Okay, so at my job, I have to present my work like twice a month. And it's quite interesting because at first I have to present it to project managers, and project manager has to present it to customer. Sometimes it's more often, sometimes it's seldom, and so on. But in university, we have to make presentations like once, sometimes even twice a week. So yes,
What
sometimes
subject is that?
it's
Some
very
art subject or humanitarные науки. These are art subjects right here. So some art subjects, yes.
not only a lot of other like Linux or something else.
Okay, Dmitry, thank you. The next speaker, that is, I'm sorry, Zavlyuk Maxim, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Maxim, would you like to join to our idea sharing? Yes.
Yes, I would like. I want to say that I also don't have a job, and I did presentations only in education, but I very like it. I think it's like an art. And for example, according to the second question, it doesn't matter for me what audience is, colleagues, customers, or other firms, but recently I have one situation. I did practice in school, and I have an audience of children aged from 6 to 10. And there I have to not only present the information, but work with audience. And it was hard for me. I can present information, do it interesting, but can't play with audience and work with them.
Oh, that's it. Yes, this is as we call it. This is miracles of communication. Sometimes you have to work with the audience, but if you speak that was a school children, you might be ready. But I hope that you did succeed. So the next speaker, if I'm not mistaken, Laminsky Valentin. Please join us and share your bright experience and ideas, please.
Yes. Well, right now I don't have a job, but I have university. So on a lot of subjects, we need to make some presentations. And normally I present it to my group mates and teacher. And for example, presenting it in a foreign language for me kind of hard, because sometimes I just can't remember words, because I can see, for example, some object and I've already visualized it in my head, but I just can't remember the word to say it. So I need more practice. And as for me, the best presentations where an author speak a lot with audience and have a lot of own thoughts about something, and just don't read from the slide.
That's right, because yes, one more key point. We call it scenario. Yes, because if you a speaker who can be allow the audience to chip in, yes. Do you remember that I say, can I chip in? That it means, can I interrupt you and add some more information? If you will allow you, if you actually announce that they may ask any question anytime they want, they have to raise their hands. And we called this scenario. What does it mean? You have slide 1, yes, the key information about slide 1. Slide 2, key information about slide 2. And when you will be interrupted, yes, and you will lose your idea, you will you will raise your hand up, see the slide, and actually quick look through the scenario, catch up idea again, and continue. That is my keys that I would like to add to you. Maybe you will they will helpful and assistive for you. So I will be pleased to listen to Zawodowska Елизавета. Will you share your bright ideas and experience with us, please?
Yes, of course. I would like to tell about first question. It is clear that this fact greatly complicates the presentation process. That's why I'm a little bit nervous at the beginning, but after a few minutes, everything gets better, and I understand that presenting is okay even in a foreign language like English.
That's right. You have to, Елизавета, breathe out and have to be self-confident. Yes, it's why we are here. We are trying to break those barriers, to take away those scares from you. Yes, why we ask you. You might remember that we have the task like a library research paper. Yes, three stages. Yes. And that's by this we would like to see how you will cope with it. Of course, to speak for the audience, it's always nervous thing, and actually later we will see how we can cope with our nervous thing while we are speaking. If we need to make a monologue or dialogue with the audience. Okay, it will be my pleasure to listen to Gribenko Yegor. So share with us your experience, your bright ideas, please, my dear. Welcome.
Okay, saying about me, I don't give presentations in my job because I don't work yet. So I give presentations only for study, and I present it to a teacher and to my group mates. Last time I had presentation in English was the our last lesson. I think it was successful because it was short, informative. It had appropriate images, and it was interesting. Interesting topic. It has interesting topic. I think presenting in foreign language is very useful because even despite it's hard, I think that if it's hard, it's the reason. It's the reason of its usefulness. So if we overcome our problems in communication and we get experience, we learn to speak in this language. I think the good presentation is the short and interesting presentation. It should have a little text on pages, on slides, and it should have appropriate images that we can associate with the information. I think it shouldn't just tell information, it should make us think about the topic.
Okay, my dear, we almost out of the time. We need to re-enter for the third time, unfortunately. I have a list of the speakers. Roman Dmitrenko, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
will you actually share your bright ideas? Yes, and then once again, when we will be out of the time, please re-enter again to the session, and the list of the speakers I do have, I hold it right on my hand. So Raman, share your experience with us, please.
Okay, I only make presentations for some subject at the university. I don't really like making presentations. I'm constantly worried and confused, especially if you need to learn the text of the presentation. I can easily recite it at home alone, but when I need to speak in front of people, I start to get lost. And reading the text from a piece of paper is somehow uninteresting, so you can't interest anyone. But if it's really necessary, then I ready to try to make a presentation, but the chance of failure will be very high.
You shouldn't be actually. We are consist of our thoughts, and you should be more positive, and you should actually say, we call it mantra. I'm successful. I'm successful. Not I will succeed. I'm successful. I will cope with everything. Yes, just like to repeat it. To be successful, you have to feel yourself. It comes from outside. Yes, so that is our inner. Actually, I'm sorry for this noises. So that is what comes from outside. So you have to repeat it. I'm successful. You even may actually visualize your actually some. If you're afraid of something, you may write out. That is one more technique. Write out on the sticky papers like this one. Can you see? Sticky papers, and write out your biggest scares and put it, and try to fight with your fears, and believe me, it works, and you become stronger as a personality, and you have your inner confidence inside yourself. And if you are confident, it might mean that you will cope easily with any task, of any difficulty. Believe me, I know what I'm saying. That's so. If you wish, you may take into account this tricks, yes, my tricks, and to try them. Елизавета Бойко, I will be pleased to hear your voice. Can you please share your experience or ideas with us?
So I have work, and I want to say that perhaps presentations are not a common practice in developers' work, but sometimes it's very useful to prepare a topic and convey it to your team. So that way everyone understands what you wanted to say. And it's also a great opportunity to develop your speaking on public and language skills. And I also think that presentations are a great way to share the information with the listeners while studying in the university, because you can attract the attention of people not only with information in text, but also visually, using videos, pictures.
Yes, visuals, visual, great.
Yeah, and others. That's all maybe that I wanted to mention.
To add and to share your experience, I kindly ask you to be attentive, because actually your group mates give very nice advices, and they have a very nice experience. So we have at least 4 minutes. Rusanovsky Dmitry, what would you like to tell us? What experience do you have, or did you have? Dmitry,
I want to share with you that on my current job, I'm oftenly doing some small presentations to my team lead to explain what I was working on, some new features, or interpret some bug fixes, so he can, along the chain, transfer this information to product owner and customers. The main task is to attract interest of the REST developers. So I guess it's like a good practice now. So once a month or not so often or rarely making some presentations about making some presentations.
It happens, yes, it happens.
Making some large presentations on new features or new technologies that you dig into if you want to share your gained knowledge with other developers. And I guess the main task is to interest the REST developers. So it should be colorful, rich, and everyone should be clear, have a clear view about the advantages and the main purpose why they should use the technology you present them. And so usually this large-scale presentations are made in English because large product or outsource companies also employ developers from other countries, and I guess customers are usually from Western Europe or America. So English is okay, that's all.
Okay, Anastasia Trembish, what would you like to tell us?
Yes, I want to tell about some important issues that can help make any presentation success from my experience. I think the two most important parts is great design that can attract audience eyes and also interesting topic. People may forget about 80% of information from your presentation, but they can remember some jokes or opinions that can be close to them. And also the feedback from the audience during the presentation can help to feel presenter more confident and better during the presentation. And that can help you to make your presentation
Successful. Great. My dear, my adorable, my best groups, we have at least 1 minute, not to waste our time. We need to re-enter once again. Sorry. Let us do that, please. Okay? Let us re-enter once again. It seems that I have a boat, a ship, cruise liner, yes, cruise ship outside my windows, and those sounds, I'm sorry for them. I have to actually combine, yes, because we have some, as we call it, blended learning. I have classes online, then I have to run to another classroom. So I'm sorry. So that is also for the noises from the outside. Do we have more speakers on the questions, or we can move to another point? My dear, can we move? That is about the listening, my dear, by the way. Bernice, can we move? Can I have the feedback from my adorable two groups?
I think we can move because no one raised a hand.
Okay, but it would be, my dear, I probably ask you to give me feedback. It's very important for me, okay? So to know, to let me know whether maybe someone would raise his or her hand right now, yes? And I need to know the situation, actually, what do we have? So my gorgeous, my students, my як то кажу вашому декану, моя гордість, мої студенти, це моя гордість. So my dear, we will listen to opening sentences for 3 presentations. And as far as you can see right on your screens, you have 3 tables, yes? 4 tables. The first one, that is with some kind of information. Then presentation 1, 2, and 3. So we will listen, once again, we will listen to 3 presentations. And what you have to do to identify the presenter's or speaker's name, then you have to identify the presenter's position or function. Yes, then the topic of the presentation and who is the presentation for. Is everything clear? Can you tell me, please, whether is everything clear with your assignment for now? What we are going to do right now?
Clear.
Great, thank you. And we need, and can you please tell me whether you can hear the audio file, okay? And the system is still the same. If you're ready with your answer, raise your hand.
Exercise 1. Presentation 1.
Can you hear the audio file?
Yes, it's good.
Great. I will do like this for you to see actually what information do we need. So once again, if you're ready with your answer, please raise your hand. Thank you.
Unit 1. Exercise 1. Presentation 1.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me thank you all for being here today. I'm glad that so many of you could come, especially since I know that this time of the year is probably the busiest for you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Don Taylor. I'm the head of logistics here at Air Spares. Logistics is a center of competency dedicated to providing you with the spare parts you need precisely when you need them. I'm here today to present our new semi-automatic shelving system. My talk is particularly relevant to those of you who place orders for the different parts we supply.
So, do we need to listen to this recording once again, or maybe someone can tell presenter's name, presenter's position or function, topic of the presentation, and who is the presentation for?
Maybe we can listen once again.
Please be attentive. Thank you.
Unit 1. Exercise 1. Presentation 1.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me thank you all for being here today. I'm glad that so many of you could come, especially since I know that this time of the year is probably the busiest for you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Don Taylor. I'm the head of logistics here at Air Spares. Logistics is a center of competency dedicated to providing you with the spare parts you need precisely when you need them. I'm here today to present our new semi-automatic shelving system. My talk is particularly relevant to those of you who place orders for the different parts we supply.
Bird is ready. Так, Дмитрий Бондаренко.
So the presentation for the persons who takes orders. The topic of presentation is semi-automatic shelf. Semi-automatic shelves, and like presentation positions is like head of logistics.
Logistics.
And I have problems with remembering the name. Maybe someone can answer this question.
If I'm not mistaken, his name is Don Taylor.
Yes, Don Taylor. Exactly.
Yes, exactly. Don Taylor. Well done, Dmitry. Great job. Thank you. This is it. So we might remember that we have the word semi. Полуавтоматические вот эти системы полок. Мы знаем, во многих аптеках есть такие штуки semi, то есть semi-automatic, полуавтоматические, semi. Let's move, my dear, next presentation 2, please be attentive, thank you.
Presentation 2.
Okay, shall we get started? Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Charlotte Best from IT. I'm a team leader. I'm happy that so many of you could make it today at such short notice. I know that you're all extremely busy at the moment, so I'd like to start with my presentation right away. As you can see on the screen, our topic today is project documentation. We're going to look closely at drafting, storing, archiving, as well as accessing documents in our new SAP system. We'll also examine the much improved handling of all project documentation, as well as user rights. This is extremely important for all of us who are directly involved in international project management, right? You don't need me to spell it out. If it isn't documented, it doesn't exist.
So I can see the raised hand of Елизавета, right? So can you tell Елизавета? Yes, my birthday.
Yes. Presenter's name is Charlotte Best. Presenter's position is team leader. Topic of presentation is project documentation, and this is a project. This is the presentations for the people who are involved in the international project management.
Well done, great job, thank you, thanks a lot. And the final presentation, number 3. And please be attentive, my dear.
Presentation 3.
Good afternoon. I'm aware that you all have very tight schedules, so I appreciate you taking the time to come here today. As you probably know, my name is Susan Webster. I'm the new Human Resources Manager here at Western Limited. What I'd like to present to you today is my department's new concept for improving our in-company training and qualification programs. This is based on feedback from your departments. Today's topic will be very important for you as department heads, since I'll need your help to evaluate and select candidates for training.
Do we need to listen to this recording once again, or we have someone who was attentive? Anton Sherbakov, welcome.
Okay, the present name is Susan. I'm sorry, I missed her surname. Her position is resource manager. The topic of the presentation is improving company's training system, and this presentation for department heads.
Susan Webster, Human Resource Manager. Yes, but you're right. You're absolutely right. Thank you. So, let us quickly move. Can you look through these sentences and tell me, do we need to listen to these recordings once again to complete these sentences or not?
I think we need.
So please be attentive.
Unit 1, Exercise 1. Presentation 1.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me thank you all for being here today. I'm glad that so many of you could come, especially since I know that this time of the year is probably the busiest for you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Don Taylor. I'm the head of logistics here at Air Spares. Logistics is a center of competency dedicated to providing you with the spare parts you need precisely when you need them. I'm here today to present our new semi-automatic shelving system. My talk is particularly relevant to those of you who place orders for the different parts we supply.
Okay, the first raised hand was from Damin Valentin. So, sentence number 1, please. Valentin.
It's first of all, let me thank you for being here today.
First of all, great. This is it. Gavarucha Maxim. Sentence 2, please.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Don Taylor.
Okay, great. This is it. Thank you. Then, Gribenko Yegor.
I'm here today to present our new semi-automatic shelving system.
To present our let us pronounce the words correctly. Please pay attention. Please, okay. I kindly ask you to pay attention to your teacher's edits. That is to everyone. Yelizaveta, what about sentence number 4, please?
My talk is particularly relevant.
To those of you who
Wait, okay, I didn't.
What? Sorry. Yelizaveta, I didn't catch. So my talk is particularly relevant to those of you who.
I didn't catch that. Sorry.
Place orders for the different parts we supply. But you're well done. No worries, please. Then presentation 2, please. Sorry.
Presentation 2.
Okay, shall we get started? Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Charlotte Best from IT. I'm a team leader. I'm happy that so many of you could make it today at such short notice. I know that you're all extremely busy at the moment, so I'd like to start with my presentation right away. As you can see on the screen, our topic today is project documentation. We're going to look closely at drafting, storing, archiving, as well as accessing documents in our new SAP system. We'll also examine the much improved handling of all project documentation as well as user rights. This is extremely important for all of us who are directly involved in international project management, right? You don't need me to spell it out. If it isn't documented, it doesn't exist.
My dear, so once again, Gribenko Yegor, we have the first raised hand, so sentence number 5.
Okay, I'm happy to that so many of you could make it today at such short notes.
Notice. То есть очень быстро собрались. Я очень рада тому, что многие из вас смогли собраться очень быстро. Так. Then Denise Yilun, sentence number 6, please.
As you can see on the screen, our topic today is project documentation.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Thank you. According to a wish list, ladies first, but I would like maybe to hear, if you don't mind,
This is okay. This is extremely important for all of us who are directly involved.
This word that якщо напряму, this is directly, yes, your task. Directly.
Okay, sorry.
Welcome. Directly in international project, directly involved, тобто to be involved, бути залученим до якогось проекту. Так, окей, well, great job. And the final presentation. Yes, so we have more 3 sentences here.
Presentation 3.
Good afternoon. I'm aware that you all have very tight schedules, so I appreciate you taking the time to come here today. As you probably know, my name is Susan Webster. I'm the new Human Resources Manager here at Western Limited. What I'd like to present to you today is my department's new concept for improving our in-company training and qualification programs. This is based on feedback from your departments. Today's topic will be very important for you as department heads, since I'll need your help to evaluate and select candidates for training.
So, where is sentence number 8? Елизавета Бойко, yes.
I'm really aware that you will have very tight schedules, so I appreciate you taking the time to come here today.
So both variants are possible of pronunciation of this word in schedules, like German variant, because this combination of the letters in German we pronounce sh, and we might also in English this combination of the letters SCH we may pronounce like k, yes. So both variants schedules are possible. You may hear them both, so it's not a mistake. Then, thank you, Elizaveta, that is for you, for others to know. And we have Elizaveta. And we have one more Elizaveta. I don't know what is the surname, because you are without a surname, and it's hard for me to understand. Elizaveta without a surname.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm from IP 93, Zavodovska.
Okay. One little second. Anastasia. We have 3 raised hands. Then I would like to hear Trembach Anastasia. What about sentence number 9?
Yes, as you probably know, my name is, I'm the new Human Resources Manager here at Western LTD.
Thank you. One second. Maxim, don't you mind if we will give an opportunity to give the answer for Zavodovska Elizaveta? First ladies first, don't you mind?
Of course.
Elizaveta?
Oh, thank you. Today's topic will be very important for you as department heads, since I need you help to evaluate and select candidates for training.
Okay. My big applause to you today, because you are well done. So if you have any objections, rejections, agreements, disagreements, feel free to speak on them. So the link to the Google Meet I will send, if you don't mind, a little bit later, because we have lots of time for that. Home assignment as well, if you don't mind, I will send a little bit later in the groups. Okay. If there are any questions, yes, I am all yours. If you need my consultation, or maybe you have some agreements, disagreements, objections, rejections, so feel free. I'm here for you. Anything? Your students, the feedback?
I think no questions.
No questions, no objections, no rejections, everything just fine. Yes, we are well done. Yes, and I can wish you to have a nice day. Yes, and take the best care. And we will see. We will meet next time on another platform, Google Meet. So thank you once again for the great show of your time. Take the best care of yourselves. Bye for now. Have a nice weekend ahead.